Joining us on Dar es Salaam in Tanzania is Arise correspondent Boason, Omofaye, of course, the host of the Arise Exchange, which cast 7 p.m. West African time on weekdays. Boason, good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining us. So, look, Boason, you cover energy quite a lot. You also go for the forums in South Africa for Energy Week there. What do you make of the target, Boason? Is it indeed not ambitious enough, as the president said, or how do you sit on it?
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much, Rotus. That's the question. And as I said, this is a mission critical. It's a very critical issue, Rotus. If you look at 600 million people without access to electricity, mainly women still using firewood and other forms of raw fossil fuel for cooking, that is not acceptable. But we're seeing some good measures being taken. Tanzania, for example, is taking a major step. The host country, President Samia Suluhu Hassan, the Madam President, is leading clean energy for women cooking in Africa agenda. That is also supporting the AFDB. But let me tell you very quickly, announce to you, as you may have heard, that the OPEC Fund for Development has just made an announcement a few minutes ago of $1 billion to support the Mission 300 electricity access for Africa. That was on the panel that finished just about 10 minutes ago before you came on air. So we're seeing development institutions supporting this development agenda. And you can see behind me the big tents where the bilateral meetings will be taking place. I saw just about a minute ago, some of the folks you saw walking in there are folks that are doing big electricity projects in Africa around clean energy. For example, Husk Power that just announced its Q4 2024 business across Africa and around the world in triple-digit growth. So those in the private sector, the development finance institutions and other partners are here to support EFDB and the World Bank to deliver 300 million new Africans with electricity by the year 2030. Now, I had a few interviews so far today. One of it was with the Vice President in charge of Africa for the Global Energy Alliance for People and Planet, the GEAPP, one of the critical partners for this particular Mission 300, Dr. Joseph Nganga. And what he told me as part of that interview was what has been done in Nigeria on the ground. He described Nigeria as the epicenter of what is being done across Africa. Nigeria's Minister of Power and the rest of Nigerian team will be unveiling the country's compact energy program. Now, there are 12 countries, I think about 13 African countries that will be making the unveiling of the energy compact power projects at this conference today, tomorrow. Nigeria is scheduled to do its own at 3:45 p.m. local time here in Dar es Salaam today. We're covering that live here on Arise News Channel with the Minister of Power, the President of the World Bank, Dr. Ajibanga, as well as the President of the EFDB. Now, we're going to hear from Nigeria's Minister of Power what has been done, what Nigeria will contribute out of these 300 million Africans, how many Nigerians will bring to the table by the year 2030. So according to the GAAP Vice President, Dr. Nganga, it's doable. We need more bankable projects. We need more investments. We need bankability. We need accountability. Now, if I piggyback a little bit back to Dr. Akinbe Adesina at the opening plenary with Ajibanga and Dr. Shah of the Rockefeller Foundation, this is the only way we can create jobs in Africa. You cannot create jobs without electricity. There's absolutely nothing you can do without electricity. Talk about migration to the rest of the world. Africa needs to provide electricity to also stem the tide of migration of young people and professionals to other parts of developed economies of the world. So this is mission critical, and I give it back to Dr. Akinbe Adesina. This is mission critical. It has to be done. Rotus.
Boason, Omofaye on the ground there in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania for the Africa Energy Summit. Boason, thank you so much. We'll be looking forward to more coming out of the East African nation on the critical issue of energy. Thank you so much for the update.